So for our question number 2, Renaissance is the age through which the focus on subject of interest shifted from gods to humans. So the answer is true. Okay, focusing on the human understanding, human thinking, human thoughts, and human actions, everything about human. That's why it's called as ano, humanism. Okay? Number 3 question, a gradual shift of thinking from strong faith to pre-thinking had enabled many people to invent and discover many things, starting in the scientific revolution to industrial revolution and carried on the modern world. What do you think? What's on your mind? True or false? Because necessity is the mother of invention, though people think about possible ways, potential ways, or alternative thinking, no? Alternative use of things to be able or to have a convenient life. So they invent something, no? Kasi yung necessity, yun ang ano yung bottom line kung bakit nagkakaroon ng discoveries and inventions, as well as innovations. Okay? So a gradual shift of thinking from strong faith to pre-thinking, no, enabled men to invent and discover many things. So the answer is true. Okay, take note of that, ha? The necessity is the mother of all inventions. Okay. Number 4 question, the 20th century saw the fall of imperialism, which resulted to decolonization. How do we define imperialism? Imperialism is a policy of extending a country's power and influence through diplomacy or maybe even military force. State policy, practice, or advocacy of extending power and dominion, especially by direct territorial acquisition or by gaining political and economic control pa other areas. Imperialism has to matter, no? That is the invasion or the territorial acquisition. And the other one is gaining political and economic control of other areas. It may be an indirect control, but it has greater influence of the other countries to the other. So, kung ang imperialism ay it's either invasion of a country at ang isa pa ay control ng ibang country sa pamamagitan ng kanyang mga polisiya, pamamagitan ng mga direktiba o mga mutual understandings of each country as well, that's called as imperialism. So yun eh. Actually, imperialism is the highest form of colonialism. It's not just by extending territorial boundaries, but also gaining control, indirectly man, political and what is decolonization? Decolonization is undoing of colonialism. The latter being the process whereby imperial nations establish and dominate foreign territories overseas. So some scholars of decolonization focus especially on independence movements in the colonies and the collapse of global colonial empires. Parang sa atin, no, nagkaroon tayo ng decolonization when the Spanish power weakened, no, over Philippine control. Kaya nagkaroon ng decolonization as well. People wanted an independence, kaya nagkaroon ng decolonization. Sometimes imperialism results from a complex causes in which varying degrees economic pressures, human aggressiveness and greed, the search for security, the drive for power and prestige, nationalist emotions, humanitarians, and many factors are very effective. So for our fourth question, the 20th century saw the fall of imperialism, which resulted to decolonization. Actually, countries from the Asian territories achieved, no, a greater independence over their ano no mother countries. So nagkakaroon ng decolonization. Okay? So the answer is true. Let's have now the history no of the colonization way back from the period in which the society is coming into simple to complexities. First is the society of the hunting and the gathering society. They are nomadic people moving from one place to another where food are abundant. I discussed this about the nomadic people, no? When they have no food to gather from this area, so they will transfer. So they were called as nomadic. They use stone tools until they discover metal. So yun yung society niya. In what way na naging globalization ito? Actually, ito yung naging ano eh, naging foundation of looking for greener pasture, looking for a good place to live. So transfer to that, colonizing, actually invading or making spaces out of their territories. Yun, doon nagsimula yung ano. Pero saan nag-lead ito? No? Nag-lead ito doon sa agricultural society. When these people actually realize that they don't want to be nomadic anymore, so they tend to produce their own food. Naging yung nomadic people ay naging agricultural people. They tend to plant their food, produce their own food through this agriculture. So they use agricultural tools, production through domesticating animals and planting crops. So hindi na sila nagpalipat-lipat na lugar. Instead, naging stable na lang sila dun sa lugar nila because they don't need to find another source of food, no? Food abundance. But actually, ito na yung kanilang ano purpose, no? Na mag-produce ng kanilang food. Kaya naging agricultural society. Okay?